So in this problem, we want to find the cosine of 240 degrees. So if I draw 240 degrees out right there, I know my theta is 240. My reference angle is going to be 240 minus 180 would be 60 degrees. So I'm really looking at the cosine of 60 degrees. Well, the cosine of 60 degrees is 1/2. But now if we think I'm in the third quadrant, in the third quadrant, x is negative. So the cosine of 240 degrees is going to be negative 1/2. Now, the way I remember that, there's a little mnemonic device to remember that, and that's this. All science teachers are crazy. What that does is that helps remind us that in the first quadrant, everything's positive. In the second quadrant, sine is positive. The third quadrant, tangent is positive. And the fourth quadrant, cosine is positive. Now let's take a look at the cosecant of 5 pi over 6. Well, the cosecant of 5 pi over 6, let's draw my reference angle there, or my angle. Here's 5 pi over 6. So my reference angle is going to be pi over 6. So that's going to be 30 degrees then, isn't it? So I want to find the cosecant of pi over 6. Well, the cosecant of pi over 6 is going to be 1/2, isn't it? But since I'm in the fourth or the third quadrant, 5 pi over 6 is going to be negative, because only tangent is negative, only tangent is positive in the third quadrant, so it'll be negative 1/2. Finally, let's take a look at example 7. It says, the swing of an arm of a rod pictured below are 89 feet long, and the height of the axis from the arm swings is 99 feet. So in other words, it's 99 feet in the air, and it swings through 89 feet. What's the total height of the new ride in the park at the peak of the arc? Well, if I look at, it looks like the peak of the arc is going to be negative 200. So in other words, the biggest it gets is negative 200. So my reference angle here is, what's the difference between 200 and 180? Well, that'll be 20 degrees. And so I want to find the vertical distance, which is y, so I'm going to use sine. So the sine of my reference angle equals y over r. Well, the sine of my reference angle is going to be 20 degrees equals y, and r is my radius, which is 89. So in other words, to solve for y, we multiply both sides by 89, and we say then y equals 89 times the sine of 20 degrees. And since we're dealing with degrees, I'll use my calculator. And so the y distance, 89 times the sine of 20. Make sure I'm in degrees here. So I take 89 times the sine of 20. So that's 30.4 feet. Now remember, that's y. We have to add the 99 feet on to start with. So the total height it reaches from the ground is going to be 99 plus 30.4, or 129.4 0.4 feet. And there you have it.